Hey, hey! How are you doing? With Rick Dedina here for the next video of Essential Harmonica Vibes for Everyone. If you are new here, I give you a warm welcome. Welcome to for playing harmonica, learning to play this tiny but rich instrument. Right, welcome. The first thing I want to ask is, how did you progress in playing this instrument? Playing single notes with a pucker shape or the tongue blocking, the hand position or the wah wah, and something else that you already can master. Just let me know below in the comments about that. And if you have some struggle or a problem, something like that, you just mention it, and I'm gonna respond to it immediately and help you and give you the needed assistance to progress. Okay, very good. Yeah. So today we're gonna discuss all the inhaling notes on our Richter tuned C harmonica. So the last time we tackled all the blowing notes, and do you remember they are all perfectly symmetrical? What do we mean by that? For those who are new here, it's also going to be very interesting. So, this is the first octave as C, E, G, and C. And the next one in the middle register is also C, E, G, C. And the third one is also C, E, G, C. So, all over the instrument, we have those blowing notes perfectly symmetrical. But now we're gonna draw the attention to the inhaling notes or the drawing notes. And I can say in the very first beginning, they are not perfectly symmetrical. So we know what an octave is. It's from, for example, C to C. This is an octave. Yeah. So we have also an octave at the bottom of our instrument when we are inhale. So this is a D octave, and it contains the notes D, G, B, D. Yeah. So if it would be also perfectly symmetrical, we would expect the next register also the same, D, G, B, D, but it is not. So I'm gonna play. So we have respectively on the fourth hole inhale D, the sixth hole the fourth hole D, yes, the fifth hole F, the sixth hole A, and the seventh hole we would expect it to be also a D in order to have an octave or perfectly symmetrical. No, it's not, it's a B note, so it is not an octave in the middle register of our instrument while inhaling. Yeah? So, and also the last register or the last octave, so to say octave, we want to expect to have enough octave, is respectively on the seventh hole we have a B note, on the eighth hole we have a D note, on the ninth hole we have a F note, and on the tenth hole we have an A note. So again, not an octave, so it's not perfectly symmetrical. So it takes some time to take by heart, to learn to take by heart those names of the inhaling notes. But you can also practice, everyone can practice, just to play all the inhaling notes from the bottom to the top and back, playing single notes, pucker shape, or maybe also tongue blocking method you can use. But it needs to be clear single notes. So like that, like this. and back. You see? So it's very important to do that, and then to practice this, playing pure single notes. And you can also, when inhaling or blowing, you can also try to memorize those notes. You can, so to say, speak it in your mind. But then you, of course, in the beginning, you need to play it very slowly. So you say D, G, B, D, F, A, B, D, F, and A. So you can, of course, if you don't really want to play jazz music, of course, such a music theory is not. You can just play by feeling, of course, and by hearing, especially. But if you want to play jazz or classical music, it takes some. It requires some music theory to know those notes, because, for example, you cannot inhaling for octave playing. You cannot play octaves in the middle register and the high register of our instrument. You cannot do that. So, in order to play an octave in the second register, especially, we need to, for example, if we just tongue blocking, octave tongue blocking, we need to block 3 notes, not 2 notes, as we usually do. We tackled that in another video. Do you remember that? It was with tongue blocking part 2 or 3. So it takes some to know some theory, which notes there are in the inhaling register of the instrument. So, and also another thing we want to draw the attention, something else I think you noticed too, some of you, that in the C chord we have even a G note and the 3 blow, but also with the G chord, of course we have a G note, but then on the 2 draw, 3 blow. You see, that's also good to know that, because in the C chord is the first chord, we have a G note, and then also in the 5th chord, the G chord, G major chord, we have the 3 blow, also a G note. So why are we we want to discuss it too much deeply? But the first chord is our C. It's in the key of C. It's the first chord, or the tonic. Now, why are we calling the G chord a 5th note? Because if we just count on our hands, and also you can see it on the piano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So C, D, E, F, G. So it's the 5th chord. In the circle of fifths, we can. There's also some theory, but we won't dig it deeper. But it's good to know, and that's why it's also interesting to know why on the inhaling notes it's not perfectly symmetrical. It's because the Germans built this instrument in Richter tuning, and Richter was someone who wanted to build the instrument especially for playing German folk music. So, and he used the 2 most common chords, as we already explained it, the C chord and the G chord. And actually, you can play much folk music with only those 2 chords, the C chord and the G chord. So like this. So we see we can play lots of folk music with only those two common chords, the G and the G chord. Yeah. So there are so many things to do with it, this tiny rich instrument. Huh? So I suggest you to practice every day, it's about something 20 minutes, to play all the blowing notes and also the inhaling notes clear and single. And you can use the pucker shape or the tongue blocking. So how to do that, the pucker shape and the tongue blocking, for those who are new here, I have a video also in this series, how to play single notes part 1, especially with the pucker shape. Yeah. You can turn to that video and you will come to know how to do it. A lot of fun you want to have. But also I again want to draw the attention, follow your own pace, because we don't have the equal pace among one another. Some will progress faster than the others. Don't compare yourself with those others, but follow your own pace. Have patience with yourself. Don't expect perfection, but also perseverance. So every day practices 20 minutes and you will attain this. And you're going to have a lot of fun. And you're also going to notice which style of music, of which tunes you want to play. And but you can also let me know below in the comments your experiences, your struggles, and then I can help you to receive the needed assistance. I had one student, and he also asked about, he had some struggles with playing the single notes with the pucker shape. So I helped him also practical individual, also by a Zoom meeting or another with another web camera, and then now he makes some progress. So if you need individual help, let me know that. I'm gonna contact you. You can let me know in the comments below. So I also recommend you, encourage you to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, because other videos are coming every week, and it's gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna learn much more features about playing this tiny rich instrument. Next time we're gonna tackle smooth breathing. Wow, this is also very most important. As we already told today, if you play the single notes from the bottom to the top, inhaling, blowing and back, try to do it in one breath. And back also in one breath. Yeah. This is for the next time. So happy harping. Have a nice day. I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.